Hello and welcome, Cosmic Quantum Travelers. I hope you're feeling great because the energies are amazing, and I know that I'm feeling pretty fantastic. And yeah, it's been a while since I've been here. I hope you can feel the celebrations in the air because the light has truly won. And we are literally done here. I mean, beyond done, 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 done. And until the new earth is all around us, which is really already being ignited from within our fully being blasted open heart minds right now. We're going to keep on going and keep making the magic happen, which we always do, because it's really a consciousness again we hold, the cosmic consciousness, the Christ consciousness that is igniting the cosmic Christ, because it aligns us with the eternal authentic self. So we have one diamond avatar self, one true self that we all share, this new blueprint, which is like a core blueprint that we all here to hold together as the cosmic monad, and that we're all part of always, as well as having our own true authentic self. So it's both ends. So having our own sovereign self, as well as knowing ourselves as part of the oneness, and that really dissolves all the fears. And I think we can see now, as we fully have transcended and healed our trauma and wounds, at least the forerunners who are doing this on behalf of all, we understand why other people are the way they are. And as we can see them through the eyes of love, through the eyes of God, and are at one with that, we also help them heal, because they're really aspects of us that often, are unacknowledged shadow aspects that we then project onto others through judgment. So judgment is always, any trigger is always the clue that we can celebrate, because it's helping us to really integrate those multidimensional aspects and parts that we have pushed down, these unacknowledged collective shadow aspects. That is what creates all the monsters and demons, ultimately. As I have shared many times before, and I'm not going to go much into that now, because we're really here at the end. Everything is quantum completing in the most beautiful way. I hope you can feel all the alignment happening at all layers, levels, and dimensions. It's all been merged as one. So thank you so much for everyone also was part of the group call at the beginning of April of the multidimensional masterclass, merging and accessing multidimensional realities. Because again, we kept making it happen, the magic happened, and wow, I mean, the energies have been beyond multidimensional. We're literally walking in the lucid dream now. And I mean, I don't know what happens in this kind of what we would call still 3D reality, the false artificial matrix, really, because I just don't pay it any attention. I'm really just, the most important part right now and always is being fully anchored in the here and now, in your reality here, and not getting distracted by all of these things that have been trying to distract us. And we've also been heavily under, spiritual attack and warfare, obviously for the longest of time, but especially as we are at these major gateways and points in linear space-time where everything is shifting. And now all the time, it's really very quickly quantum shifting. So as much of what I do is very much in the moment, quantum style, I'm doing a call for a group call, open group call for the eclipse. So just before the eclipse, really, which I do like doing. And for the eclipse itself, it's a little bit late, and it's also good to just put that into the field. Anyway, at this time, I'm being guided to. So it's going to be on the 19th, at 22:22 UK time, and that's 11:22 p.m. Central European Time, 5:22 EDT, EST, 4:22 CDT, 2:22 PDT, and 7:22 AM in Australia, Central Standard Time. Okay. So anyway, the details are below in the description box. Okay. I hope you can join me. It's going to be super powerful. And we're going to do a heart mind eclipse activation. Okay. So that will be kind of the highlight. We'll go about 2 to 3 hours. Not too long, I feel, because the energies will be so intense. I don't think we can take too much, quite frankly. Ground yourself, earth, go earthing, okay? Prepare yourself for what's coming through now and over the coming, however long the linear time this may take, but really any moment now. I mean, New Earth is fully here already, okay? And this is us igniting, fully eclipsing our old false self, and with it, the false realities, which is basically already dissolved. And it's really a kind of a completion, continuation of that masterclass call from the beginning of April. And again, we're doing this on behalf of everyone, on behalf of all willing heart minds. And these are really powerful collective activations and frequencies and keys and codes we're anchoring on behalf of everyone. Okay, so whoever feels called, see the details below. Again, if you can't make the minimum donation of $22.22, do send me just a short email to the email below, Ramona Lappin, one word, @hotmail.com, and I will send you the details, okay? So nobody, again, is being left out. Definitely not left behind, because we're all going back to source, and this is really all about returning home, okay? And Ascension Earth, the only real true reality there ever was, because everything else are fallen realities based on a fallen inverted consciousness. That's not truth. That's not based on ultimate truth, which is God source consciousness, and everything else is really false. And then obviously there are different levels of falseness. So what we're also fully transcending and dissolving right now is AI. And that has been very glitchy for me. So I was also called. So thank you again for everyone who sent me a donation, who takes part in the calls and donates that way, or who's taken part in the April container, the group container this month. And it's closed for now, okay? So we will see where we're going. But at the moment, I mean, heaven on earth is here now. So that's where I'm going. And that's where we're all going to be meeting any freaking second now, okay? And I hope you can all feel it within your heart, because it's fully opening, and it's us igniting our Lemurian, our original memories of the golden timelines, and especially the twin flames, which are the original tribes, which are the original founder races, the gray lines. We're all part of this, Margie Gray, queens and kings, but they're here to unite, and they ignite fully the cosmic memories of these golden timelines, of these golden memories, which is what's igniting our heaven on earth, our new Edenic realities. So through our fully ignited crystal heart, our crystal lotus heart, and also, so thank you so much for Ines for having created. I asked her to create a aurora earth with a crystal lotus flower on top, because there are so many. And it's beautiful. So thank you very much. So I've used this artwork for the post, the video, and our solstice call and activation to complete all of this, because there is a lot out there in regards to the flower of life, which is really the Metatronic flower, and which is kind of based on a closed loop energetic system, which is basically part of the old realities, which are based in a bi-wave system and a Vesica Pisces, okay? And I'm not going to go too much into this, and I'm not going to feed polarity as much, but we also do need to understand, or maybe see what's going on out there, because there are a lot of meditations or people who unknowingly, a lot of the time, have these pictures of the earth and the flower of life on top of it, which again, it just keeps visualizing, it keeps manifesting this old bi-wave, this old inverted closed loop energetic system, okay? It's nothing to be afraid of, but it's nothing I want anyone to really meditate on and see over the earth. I'm very clear on this. So hence, I've asked Ines to create this beautiful creation, and what I am anchoring here and working with a lot, which is the Krystal Lotus Flower, which is based on our true 12D plus divine blueprint of eternal life, the eternal lotus flower, okay? The Krystal Lotus Flower, and it's based on different maths, and it's, if you compare the two, and I will leave again another link below, and some call it, you know, the flower of life, they call it like the daisy of death, and I don't quite relate to these harsh terms of creating too much division, because I'm not saying, like, you know, I mean, does it really mean that if I have I don't know, even a tattoo of the flower of life, or I surround myself with the crystal flower. I have a tattooed all over me, whether I ascend or not ascend. No, that's not what it means. You know, it's just a symbol of what we're anchoring. But then again, I also don't like anyone meditating, especially mass meditating, on these false or kind of like old geometries that are not as sacred as some may think. I mean, they're sacred in their own way and they have served their own purpose, because everything is serving a divine purpose, and that's what we're remembering now. Okay, so we're not feeding duality and polarity, but I want to anchor what we're anchoring here through also this, anchoring this into the field. And today is the perfect day for this, because heaven on earth is fully igniting now, along with Aurora, Ascension Earth, Ara Martina, however you want to call it, which is 12D plus 13D, really, diamond grid, new Ascension Earth. And it's really beyond, it's really us transcending all these divisions also between the dimensions and the compartmentalization. But it's also important to connect to, you know, the highest, purest frequencies that are being transmitted through the re-encryption behind videos, anything we read, anything we look at, you know, especially symbolism and sacred geometries, and any photo, any picture, you know, any painting is encrypted with a frequency and, you know, keys and codes also from the person who is transmitting it and creating it. Okay, so that's my point and stance on that one. So anyway, we're going way beyond polarization, black and white, right and wrong thinking, and the distorted, polarized mindset of victim-victimizer consciousness from the old matrix realities, because that's what needs to go. Okay, never mind the symbols. They're just symbolizing that kind of nonsense that has brought us here. So it's all, when we see, it's really like our traumas and wounds. Once we see everything has served a higher purpose, we can, you know, once you have fully healed it, you can talk about these things just as a kind of maybe helping someone else with it, but you won't be triggered anymore into like feeling as if you're still there, or parts of you haven't healed, and you know, you might cry, or I don't know, you know, feel traumatized, because that's you basically reliving your trauma as you keep, you know, thinking about it, but you're not getting anywhere because you haven't resolved it from a higher level of consciousness, which is what we've been doing. So all of this is about a paradigm shift of the way we see reality, because as we change the way we look at things, the things we look at change. That's the quantum observer effect. That's us fully having collapsed now at energetic level the false matrix simulation, the sine wave, the quantum standing wave function of the old false matrix, through us as forerunners, holding consistently the higher consciousness of cosmic Christ, of the being the tri-wave, the Trinity wave, the Holy Trinity embodied, threefold founder flame, love, power, and wisdom, and holding the polarities within the neutrality of the 0-point field of divine love. And that's what helps us collapse and co-create all new realities. Okay, so we collapse the old fully now with this eclipse, one way or another, if you're with the call or not. Okay, this is done. But we keep making the magic happen as we do it. So I've been taking a break. I've been actually been blessed enough through also all the very hard work I've been doing, especially, I don't know, forever, but yeah, you know, around the last group call and this group container. It's taken a lot to get this all done, obviously, and I do everything on my own still. Anyway, so I was blessed enough then also to be able to book a last-minute holiday for me and my daughter for Easter for a week to Mallorca, which is an island of Spain. And as most of us know that do any grid and gate work, which is basically all of us, knowingly or unknowingly, we have just different levels of awareness. We do grid and gate work wherever we are, you know, we're never really off. So I really, for a few days, you know, I didn't post into anything, and obviously I really haven't been called to do video at all, because we just needed to relax. We just needed to really like let it all go. And then also obviously what I was guided to do was really lock in, tune into the Alhambra Palace in Granada, from where I was, and really the whole Crystal Cathedral network, and really bring these last activations in to anchor the cosmic cries to rebirth the cosmic inner child, which we've done all as one. So amazing work, everyone. And this is done. So since the 1447 day, which was the 14th of April, the cosmic Christ has been reborn. The blueprint has been fully reset, and I hope you can feel it. I mean, since Sunday, where are we at now? I don't even know anymore. 17th, 16th. Since the 16th, I mean, you know, massive quantum shifts. It's all aligning from within us. This is done, okay? The light has won. We're done. The cosmic reunion is on. The gathering, the divine unions, divine counterparts, twin flames are bringing this all in. And what's really important is us, again, what has brought us here? It's the illusion of separation. It's us projecting our false unacknowledged shadow aspects onto one another. And we also can't blame anyone because we allowed this to happen. So everybody's played their role. You know, we're all guilty here and innocent. So we're all here to now fully remember, ignite our original innocence and essence, our divine blueprints, which is fully happening now. Yeah, I'm getting tingles all over. Our crystal body, diamond, rainbow, plasma, aurora, light body, Merkaba vehicle, 12-pointed, and it's all fully igniting, okay? And this is beyond what many talk about, go beyond dimensions. It's the organic creatrix field, fully multidimensional access. Think limitless possibilities, think big, okay, massive, all right? Just let it all go, what you think you know, surrender it all to source. If you're struggling at all, still right now, just you need to surrender everything to source. What you think you know, just empty yourself and let God source and the Holy Spirit fulfill you. Okay, the Divine Mother and the Divine Cosmic Father are fully cleaning up ship, and the Holy Trinity, again, through the Cosmic Christ Child reborn, is fully healed. They are now fully invincible, unbreakable, and this is healing the container. This is healing our morphogenetic field at a planetary, individual, and cosmic level. This is healing everything, and it's divine love between the counterparts, which is also, again, really down to divine union, love within, because it's both ends. They're just helping, and everybody is helping us to love all of these aspects back together again as one. Where again, then we're no longer in fear, we just stand in our truth. We no longer defend, resist, fight, run away from anything, because we know everything is happening for us. Everything is co-created and chosen by us. It's just that we have different levels of awareness. And obviously there's a lot to it because it's a big co-creation, but it's ultimately happening for us. And we are not at that point yet. We're still not at one with our creation. So you need to be at one with God, who is the one who has created everything. But again, you're not some little demigod here in charge of everything. You know, it's both ends. Again, we're giving it our best shot always. We keep co-creating the magic, okay? And the new earth realities all from within as we keep aligning with that reality, however we are being shown. But it's ultimately relax, let go, it's all done. But then you also, you know, again, like me, letting go, going on holiday whilst you still do grid and gate work. And then I'm still writing because I have to download the information and share it because it's an activation in the field. These are all activations, everything I share. But yeah, a lot goes into that. And yeah, I would have liked to add a few more days because it also takes like 5 days to really relax. But, you know, obviously I'm very grateful for what has happened, what's done, and the time I've spent with my daughter, especially in the sun. And thankfully, I've brought the sun back to Ireland with me. Hallelujah. Because it's been so gray here. And the solar feminine and masculine, we need the sun. And, you know, the Christ child to fully activate our multidimensional DNA. So that's what I'm going to do now. I don't think I'm going to share much more. So details, join me for the solstice call. It's going to be epic. Thank everyone for their work, okay? Imagine every aspect of your life is peaceful, blessed, successful. You loving who you are, what you're doing. That's abundance, that's success, that's self-love, that's divine union, okay? And you need to just be truthful to yourself. You need to want to look at all, you know, we need to really embrace and celebrate the shadow. We need to celebrate and embrace our dark self, okay? That's what gets rid of all the monsters. It's all gold. Again, our strengths are our weaknesses, and the opposite way around. They really are, okay? And it's like for me, and I've said this before, but just to give an example, like me being very tenacious and very hardworking and, you know, super dedicated to what I'm doing here. So it makes me do what I do, you know, otherwise I couldn't be doing this. Also with the consistency I'm doing it, but then also at the other end, and sometimes I don't know when to let go, how to let go, how to take a break, you know, and I needed to learn this, and we need to bring in more and more balance between these shadow and light parts. Okay, so everything has an opposite, the same as within our relationships. Okay, and there has had to happen, I've seen in my own relationships, a lot of discord and conflict in order to bring more harmony and balance in. It's just what needs to happen and what has happened at collective level. And when we remember that whatever needs to happen will ultimately happen, so you might as well celebrate it, especially when a challenging situation comes up and it's like you react authentically, truthfully, in your full power that only you know in every now moment what that looks like. Okay, that doesn't subscribe to some false positivity of just being, you know, love and light. But again, it's tough love, gentle love within the omni love of source, which is neutral. So both parts, you know, and again, you need conflict. We cannot shy away from conflict. We should always resolve whatever comes up in every now moment, so it doesn't build up, so it doesn't end up in us having disease and illnesses. And us aging, us dying is not part of our original divine Christic blueprint, which is fully being ignited now, and we're all going home one way or another. And everybody has already chosen which way. We're completing this now, okay, with the solstice. However long this will then play out in linear time, because again, we don't expect in any now moment for something. Well, we do, but we don't know when that moment comes, but you get me. Okay, it's not linear, but we do use these points in time, these marker points, and you know, when they're shown to us, to tap into the collective energies, because ultimately we already know time since, like, I don't know, somewhere around the end of March. There is no more time, but we're still tapping into these very potent energies, especially collectively, like this very special eclipse. And it's really about eclipse of the mind and the heart as one, the divine masculine feminine unifying fully as one physically, us merging all the dimensions, realities physically now, and fully dissolving the last veil, fully pulling the plug on the false matrix and AI until we just see the heaven on earth around us any freaking second now. That's all I'm expecting. Okay, because you need to just keep seeing through the illusions, especially of separation, whilst you're still your sovereign self. It's both ends. Unifying, merging, right and left brain, pineal and pituitary gland, heart and mind, masculine, feminine. Okay. And also what's happening is there's with the thalamus and the thymus, they're being connected. And I'm just going to read this actually out. I have shared this on my Twitter if you want to see. It must be from Ascension Glossary, just because the way it's written, but I couldn't find it. I shared it from someone else. It's basically called the 10D Chakra complex in the future, which has fantastic physical health functions that activate the immune system and organs. By linking the thalamus and the thymus to protect the spiritualized Christ pattern in the blood from any infiltration of miasmic patterns, as well as offer an incredible array of higher sensory perception skill sets that go way beyond anything we can imagine on the planet currently. Certainly, the 10D Chakra complex activation will make it impossible to believe the lies told by others or be fooled by deceptive narratives any longer, as the coherent and crystal clear truth of the inner Christ will be the only thing directly known, felt, and seen when this light body activation occurs for each ascending individual, which is now. This has happened yesterday. I felt it. I could literally feel that connecting. I mean, I had migraine for, I don't know, almost 48 hours between Sunday and Monday. So yeah, and also the throat is clearing again, and just, you know, huge activations, huge, I mean, energy is just wow. Just go into nature. That's what I'm going to do now. Earth, bare feet on the ground, as much of your body on the ground as you can, you know, earth or sand, beach, water, salt water, baths, loads of good quality water. I like it with organic lemon in it. Just follow your, you know, follow your guidance and just try to be fully present in the here and now, fully merging, you know, fully safe. Know you're safe, know you're protected, know all of our biggest dreams are coming true. Claim this from the deep within. Keep following your guidance. only you know what to do in every now moment. Nobody can do this for you, okay? But we're all here to help one another as well. And the twin flames do help heal the cosmic heart mind as one. And I really believe that this eclipse, that's all I'm seeing, is fully complete in this right now, timelessly so. Okay, it is done. Ushunate esunate ekanata ashkana ashana ashana ata akana enake esatara. Hu una enata ainata asunate anate eshunate ekanata. Done, 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 done. Okay, heaven upon the earth, fully igniting now from within. Our new diamond rainbow plasma light bodies fully merging. Okay, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual bodies as one, and our realities fully physicalizing our heaven on earth now. And that's also us being able to see all these upgrades with our eyes. I know it hurts, so just take it easy. Sometimes I also take painkillers, you know, there's nothing wrong with it as such. And yeah, just keep listening to your own inner guidance, okay? Let me just quickly check anything important. I mean, it's in the field, you know. Again, the new, also the Diamond Emerald Heart Network, it's the new telepathic communication network. We don't need to share so much anymore in videos and speaking wise, tune in telepathically. So that's also what the twin flames are doing, because what has actually separated them is like, even when they were physically apart, even if one dies physically as such, you're never apart. That's the illusion of the matrix. But we believed it, and that kind of broke our hearts, and that broke the container apart. So the container ultimately is always together, as long as we know from deep within we're always together. You know, because we're not always together with our, you know, divine masculine and divine child as such, you know, if we have them physically in our lives. You know what I mean? But again, we're having this from within us. We're just here in a either man, woman body or still child. And then we're projecting these out. Because again, this is also what I'm really expecting any moment now. Again, we don't need to go anywhere. We're not being picked up to anything. This is being projected from the inside out. Don't worry about the how. Okay. And but especially yesterday, I really felt with the divine masculine, it was just like, there's no more doubt. We're already there. We're already on your earth. That's where you need to get to. You just fully zone out the physical. I mean, not fully connect with organic nature. You get me? But all of the false artificialness, okay, of this reality that's that's still around there as the last fog and veil fully dissolves right now. And really, we're just going to be projecting out in one now moment in time. We're just awakening from the dream. It's a dream scene change, and you're just back on heaven on earth, the only true reality there ever was, with our beloveds and our soul families, groups, tribes, and everybody will be where they need to be, and we're still one. And we can all still see each other, you know. Just let it all go. Any fears, any worries, any doubts, any disbelief. Full confidence in ourselves and our gifts and abilities, because it's the ones that believe that they can make this happen, that make it happen, and it's already done. So keep believing, keep holding the frequency, keep holding the vision of cosmic Christ consciousness and new earth right now. And I'm like freaking crying right now because I know it's here, really. It really is. It really is. It's here now. Okay, I hope you can feel it. And it's been a long time coming. Okay. Over and out. So much love, so many blessings. And I see you there.